Good afternoon. We are here with
Chris,
live with ComForCare Ziad Dally.
how are you, Chris?
Welcome.
Thank you for
All
having
right.
me.
Thank you. Pleasure to have you. We we live the same life, you and I. We work in the home care industry every day and spilling our hearts out. Thank you for coming to our show. We appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you, Chris. Thanks for giving me the time to talk, and thanks for creating this platform for all of us to reach out and talk to each other about our struggles and our challenges and our successes.
Yes. Yup. And this is what it's all about. We are Power Partners, and Power Partners is that we and the community members work with individuals like Ziad Dally, who we can refer out family members who need help in their home. And in the home care industry, it's very important for us to work with credible companies out there like ComForCare. And we as Affinity, we're a home care company as well too, but we also too can't take on certain leads and family members to take care of them. And if we can't, we always want to hand them off with credible companies like ComForCare, Ziad, and I know that they'll take care of their family members as much as just like how their own. So Ziad, tell me, what got you into home care? What was what brought you into the home care industry?
I don't have a home care or healthcare background. I grew up like many other Chaldeans in our community in the family business. I was raised behind the counter of liquor stores growing up, and our family had a couple of liquor stores in and around the city of Detroit. And it was just something that I did for a long time. It was something I could do with my eyes closed. It was also something that really didn't challenge me enough. And so a couple of years ago, my wife and I made the decision that we were going to transition away from the family business into a new business that would set the foundation for our family moving forward for years. So we did some research. I was confident in my decision to look for a franchise, basically because I wanted that support. I wanted to be able to go to other franchisees who have been in my shoes, ask them for advice, ask them for, I'm having this type of problem. What type of, what did you do to solve that problem? So I researched
Yeah.
my fair share of franchises, and they came with completely different industries. I narrowed it down to about three. Home care kept on checking off a lot of boxes for me. The other businesses I looked at, it was kind of plug and play. Anybody could go in and do that. Anybody could go in and really experience success as long as they follow the list of things to do. But I wanted more than that. I wanted something where I can bring my personality to the table and add to that business. And that was home care. I researched it. I sat down with family and my wife, and we made the decision to move forward with ComForCare. We are a nationwide franchise. There's over 200 locations across the country. They're based here in Bloomfield Hills, corporate offices in Bloomfield Hills. And so I'm the agency owner for Western Oakland County. So my territory covers Novi, Wixom, Walled Lake, Commerce Township. That's where my office is. I go as far as South Lyon, Milford, Holly, and Highland, and parts of Waterville area that we cover. But I've always had it in me to. I wear my heart on my sleeve, so I got a little heart, the heart logo there. So I care about people, and being in a business like home care, you have to be in that mindset where you want to see people, you want to help them, and you want to see them, you want them better than where you found them, and that's where home care and where my personality can where I bring to the table. I'm always trying to provide the best service on a personal level to all of our clients.
That's amazing. Yeah, I feel like I'm looking in a mirror right now, and I think you're definitely in the right industry. If you explained it that way, it's so easy to be able to go to work because
Hmm.
you're in your most natural state. You
Sure.
know, they
Hmm.
they always say love what you do
Hmm.
and find whatever career it is and love what you do because no matter what you go through, you're gonna overcome them because you just enjoy what your daily routine is.
Absolutely.
It sounds
Absolutely.
sounds like you found that place, and I feel the same way every day. I
Hmm.
don't think that I ever find an obstacle like too hard to be able to conquer.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that what our goal is to create a team just like how you are over there. That's a caring team.
Absolutely.
A
Mm-hmm.
care team that cares as much as you do to
Mm-hmm.
help all of our community and family members.
Sure.
And now, with like the day of age, how things are with COVID-19, it's crazy times. Like we with home care industry, we definitely got hit. And we've seen some, definitely a roller coaster ride. And I know that you and I, the challenges and help out there, and
Mm-hmm.
there is a big shortage of caretakers out there to help our aging population.
Sure.
So, have you faced that? Are you seeing that with ComForCare over there with
Sure.
with your organization, and what type of
Absolutely.
challenges have you guys have faced during the time?
Yeah. So COVID really affected us in a couple different levels. It affected the most vulnerable population, and those are the people that we take care of, and that's seniors. It was a virus that went after seniors, and when you're confronting a virus like that, and especially in the industry that we're in, it's extremely important to be cautious. It's extremely important to know, where the guidelines are, and to implement those guidelines. You have to be on top of your game,
Yeah,
and you really have to, and you have to keep working on it every single day. So that challenge was initial. Like, okay, it's coming after our seniors. And then on the other front, as being an agency owner, we had the challenge of basically the federal government with unemployment and the pandemic insurance. People were getting
yeah,
paid. Caregivers are, unfortunately, what hurts is that I wish I could come out and I could. Caregivers are like teachers. They are underpaid for the work that they do, and so for us, I would love to be able to say I bring in a caregiver. They are worth 20, 22, $23 an hour, but that's just not the industry that we're in. People are
yeah,
unable to afford that. So for us,
yeah,
we were competing with unemployment, and we hit a really long dry spell, and we were trying to get creative in our recruitment. And for me, with Michigan being an unlicensed state, it's a double-edged sword. So you have a lot of caregiving companies that are out there, and they're just looking for warm bodies. They're
yeah,
not, they don't care as long as you pass a background check and you pass a drug test. Sure, you're a caregiver. That's not the
yep,
way it's supposed to be. That's not how the golden era, the population, our seniors, our most important clients, that they deserve better than that. So for us, we want to hire those people. One thing that I take to heart whenever I try and hire a caregiver, I hire for heart and I train for skill. So if I
yeah.
if I connect with that caregiver, and that caregiver looks like they're going to be with us for a long time, they have the heart for it, they're built for this, then it's my job to recruit them and to train them. So
So let me
we
ask you a question. Would
sure.
you hire a caregiver if she doesn't have skill but has the heart and you're willing to train them, has the right personalities?
Absolutely, absolutely,
That's
absolutely.
great.
Of course, we go through a 10-step hiring process. It's not just, we do our due diligence when we're looking at these potential caregivers. But I'm a big, and with COVID, it's been hard because there's not a lot of face-to-face interaction. We're doing a lot of this where we're doing Zoom calls and interviewing
Yeah,
people over the computer. So a lot of the times, you connect with that caregiver, you see them, you get to know them, you ask them the questions with that one-on-one FaceTime, and that is how I'm able to really be that judge. I'm saying, this person can be a great caregiver. And I have caregivers like that now, where they come to me and they say, Ziad, I'm not comfortable with a transfer from the chair to the bed. Well, okay, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to train you, and it's nice to have that support from our system at ComForCare. They're able to bring in our nurses and train them when they're not 100% sure on their the what's needed to make those transitions. So
yep,
I will definitely, I think it's more important if I had two caregivers side by side. I have a caregiver that has a ton of qualifications, but they don't have that human connection. And then I have that person
yeah,
that maybe doesn't have as much skill, doesn't have the certification, but I could feel that they're meant for what they're doing. I'm going to tend to side with the heart rather than the skill, because we can train skill. You can't really, it's hard to train somebody and give them that heart. It really is.
Yeah, 100%. You can't beat out someone who has a good heart and to show up to work every single day. They have to have the will, the want, and the persistence. And you hit it right on the button. Thank you for sharing that, because it's really important that if you are looking for a job out right now, there's lots of people out there that need a job. Me
Yes.
and Ziad are hiring. If you're looking to be in the industry, to wake up every day and you want to feel good about what you do every single day, call Ziad. Call us, call both of us, but call Ziad and let him know, and all of us, that you're looking to change your career, but you have taken care of your mom and your dad for a long time. That's okay. That is a person that Ziad and I want to be part of the team. I think that it's a big stressful thing. Some people don't not sure what to go in the industry, but they took care of their mom or their dad, but don't have a resume or never went to school for it. You know, it like he said, that's you can't teach someone to have a good heart and do those things. You don't have to go to school for that. So that's really great. And I think if you had to say with ComForCare, what would differentiate you from the home care down the street? What separates ComForCare and
Sure.
your competitor down the street?
What's nice about us with ComForCare is, and we're always coming up with new types of ways to engage with our clients and engage with our caregivers, to train our caregivers, to train with our referral sources. We have a program that was put together by Steve Toll, who was our Joyful Memories program. Every day, 1 o'clock, he comes on a Facebook live stream and he plays music from the 30s to the 60s. Our caregivers can sit down with the client and listen to songs from when they were younger, to connect with them, to help remind them of the good times. And we can use that as tools as well in senior living facilities, approaching them, telling them, hey, at 1 o'clock, bring your seniors down. We'll Facebook Live, sit down and listen to nice songs from the 30s and 60s. That's a great program. That was at first it was only once a week, but now there's been such a demand. It's every day at 1 o'clock, and you can find that on ComForCare's homepage, on our Facebook page. I'll drop a link in there in our
like
thing.
1 o'clock. You just come to the page and listen to great music.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's great. And other things that we do at ComForCare, we offer workshops. We have 3 webinars coming up: 2 in September, 1 in October. So one of them offering continuing educating credits for social workers and RNs and LPNs to help them understand. It's basically focused on dementia and aging related stages of dementia. And end of September we have our fall risk, because fall is start of fall, so we talk about the first day of fall. We talk about fall risk for seniors. So that is another one that we have coming up, and then we have another one coming up in October. So for us, it's the continuing learning. It's continually learning. We're not just situated and settled where we are. Dementia is a serious problem for a lot of older adults, and there's always that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So dementia, I know that I'm a certified dementia practitioner. I'm heavily involved with educating our team and our public about that. Tell me, if you had to give advice about family members who have dementia, or Alzheimer's disease, because that's the most common of the 6 stages that they have, is that what advice would you give to our family members out there that you're giving out to your caregivers about dementia?
Yeah, don't be afraid to talk to somebody about it. Don't be afraid to come to a professional like you or me and ask them and ask us and say, this is what I'm noticing. This is what I'm seeing. It's Alzheimer's and dementia affects people differently. There are similar symptoms and similar, whether it be sundowning or other types of symptoms that a lot of people face with dementia. But don't be afraid to come. A lot of people are, you're looking at your parent that you looked up to for your entire life, and now you see them struggling. That's hard. That's hard for a son or a daughter to witness. So that's where we come in. That's what our job is to come in, not only to make life easier for the client, but for the family. We want that family to be relieved. We want that family to understand that we've got someone here in place to help us. So my biggest advice with those people that are struggling with loved ones that have dementia is don't be afraid to come and talk. And I'm the type of person where you can call me, whether you're my client or not. I will go above and beyond to help you. I've done that for other clients that have called me in the past, people that have come to me with cases that we're unable to staff because of the complexity of the case. But I will do my best. And this is what's great about this network that we have, that you started, so that we can work with like-minded companies like you and me and others. And we can say, I feel confident enough that I can pass. I can't handle it, but I know someone who can. I can't. We can ask those questions, and we can work together to provide the best possible care for those people that are struggling with that disease.
Yeah, and I think it's very important for people out there who have dementia is that if you work with both of us, for example, I just might have the right caregiver that might have this right skill set and experience how to handle your parent. It's if I can't, I'm the first person to say, hey, I'm going to hand you off to Ziad because he might have the right care professional that fits your parent's behavior. Because that's sometimes what it's all about is every person, every client that we have, the behaviors are going to be different. They're never going to be the same. And I think that we should never take that away. So we just don't have the right person that be able to make that connection. There's a lot of other companies out there that you might have the right fit based on the behaviors that our clients have. And I think that's a success in the community is that when we all come together. That's what our network is for. And I'd like all of our viewers to understand is that anytime you come to us, we're going to be the first person to say that we're not going to be able to take care of you, but I know someone that will. And that's the main purpose.
Exactly.
So we can keep our community always strong and get the right care out there. Because to be honest with you, there's enough business for all home care companies out there.
Sure.
But it's the right ones that are out there that work with each other that create the best team. And that's what the network is for. That's why you're on it, and
exactly
kind of like we both can sleep at night.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We can hand over family members to the right place. Inspirational message before we're done. Do you have a message for the viewers coming from Ziad?
I was this morning before I took some time, and I was just kind of focusing this morning before I came into work, and I listened to something that really hit hard with me. And the quote is that still waters don't create great sailors. And we're going through a time where the COVID waters are choppy and they're scary. And at the end of this, we're all going to come out as top-notch home care providers because we've put things in place above and beyond what's asked for and what's needed, because we know how serious this can be, and we want the best for our clients. So we're all going through this storm. We're all going through these choppy waters, but in the end, we're going to be the best home care providers in the area, and we're going to have the best group that could provide care for that population that desperately needs it.
That's great. Can you tell the viewers? Thank you so much. That means that is a great inspirational message, and I think home care has never been so prevalent than now.
Sure.
If someone were to contact you, what's the best way to contact you?
Absolutely. So you can reach me at my office number. It's 248-956-7836. That gets automatically routed to my personal cell phone number. So there's no reason for me not to miss a call. And then you can always email me at zdally at ComForCare. It's ComForCare.com. We are on Facebook, LinkedIn, you name it. We're out there, and you can reach us at ComForCare.com. And my territory is Western Oakland County. But even if you're not in my area, I will make sure that we put you in the best position wherever you are.
That's great. I referred you in a lot of cases, and it was outside of the territory. Another ComForCare owner that took care of our clients.
Yes.
That's the way. Yes. That's how. I don't have time to call 10 other companies out there that had to service our family members. I know I can call Ziad and hit ComForCare's network and be able to find that right person.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your time. Absolutely. God bless you and your company and everybody that you have in your team. Yes, and we're so happy to work with you.
I do appreciate it. I'm looking forward to working for a long time together.
Same here. Take care. Have a great week.
Thank you. Yep.
Yep. Bye.
Same to you.